Hey y'all, Marvin here from Blacktop Banter. Really quick, just wanted to talk about the 800 Pavement Network. As you can see, we have some lettering there, lettering on our other truck over there, lettering on this truck here. They all say 1-800-Blacktop. We've been using the 1-800-Blacktop number here for the last couple years. It's really been exceptional for us as far as making things click with our branding, and now that we're in another state, those area codes are together. It's worked out fantastically for us. The other thing is that 800 Pavement Network has other advantages. There's group discounts on a lot of the products and materials that we use within our industry. We're part of over 300 different, see that one? Over 300 different contractors that are now using these numbers all over the country. That's combined over $2 billion in gross profits. So if you've been thinking about it or you're curious about it and you're like, well, should I or shouldn't I? DM me, message me, or reach out to 800 Pavement Network. You can find them online through their website. You can call 1-800-PAVEMENT and you'll get them as well. They'd be happy to run you through kind of the advantages and everything else that we've been taking advantage of here at Wiscote and Dubuque Asphalt Maintenance, and how it can benefit you as well. Once again, if you're curious about it at all, you can always DM me. Yeah, 1-800-Blacktop. You can DM me or message me or email me through the podcast or Wiscote or wherever as well. I would love to talk to you about how it has helped us. Welcome back, Blacktop Banter. This is our first live episode. We're here at Heinz in Pittsburgh, and we're having a great time. I have 4 fantastic guests. We're closing in on 100 episodes. It's really nice to have a live special edition episode, and we're 4 great guys myself. So I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves. We'll start on Cisco's end. Cisco, we were going to do this. We talked about doing this, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So Cisco made it way ahead of time, dude. You're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, that's right.
The first time for everything.
That's right. My name is Cisco Barron. I'm owner of ABC Asphalt out of Denver, Colorado.
All right. And we got Drew.
My name's Drew, Andrew Lamy. Everyone calls me Drew. My wife's Trish, who with Paving Group. Also close friends with Brian.
And this guy right here. If you ever seen an infectious laugh, it's Daniel Goods right here, man. When he gets tickled, it makes me just want to start laughing. His whole facial feature changes, and dude, I can't stop laughing. He's had a great time, right?
So, for you guys that don't know me, I'm Daniel Good with Bay Country Contractors. We operate out of the Washington metropolitan area.
Yeah. All right.
I'm Jake Abernathy, owner of Dr. Asphalt out of Wisconsin and Minnesota, Madison and Minneapolis.
Man, I don't know why anybody would start a business in Wisconsin, man. You're crazy. All right, so when we talk about top contractor school, us all being here, what I want to go through real quick, what brings each of you here? We'll start this way and go that way, Jake. What brings you here? What brought you here to Pittsburgh for the event?
Well, I've been part of this since kind of day one, and I've just experienced how much it's helped me personally and in our business, and just to see where I've came from when I first got involved is pretty crazy. So as much as I can be involved, I want to be here, be around these people, and just continue to get better.
Yeah, not a lot of people know this, but Jake and I geographically are pretty close business-wise. So it's been kind of ironic to be able to be in the kind of same circle and me be able to watch Jake kill it and grow and expand and know that he's right next to me. So it's been ironic. Anybody who knows that's in business and they see somebody doing their same business right next to them, you usually don't have the relationship like we have. And I actually think, we've had this conversation a lot, that has benefited us business-wise by us having that mutual respect and doing our best to grow the best businesses we can in a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
Daniel.
A little over a year ago, when Brian and I were able to connect, I was looking for the play. I was looking for the play. You think about, top contractor school. Well, contractor school, who doesn't want to improve their business? Who doesn't want to elevate? So yeah, maybe I can engage and get the play.
Yeah.
And over the last year, I've realized that it's not about the play.
Yeah.
It's not about the play at all. This group's called Top Contractor School. I was having a conversation last night. It's really the top contractor community.
Yeah, it is.
It's not about getting the play.
Yep.
It's about becoming a better individual. Obviously, there's tactics.
Yeah.
There's tactics. We can talk about marketing. We can talk about, so many different topics.
Yeah.
But you can't elevate your business unless you're a good person.
Right. You elevate yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, the top contractor school for me it's this community
Yeah.
of top contractors.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, it's definitely educational.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think the community that's come to my life in this group has been extremely important.
That's good. Why wouldn't that be attracting to come back to?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You and I, we've met before, right? And just in passing, kind of saying, hey, I know you, you know me. We were at World of Asphalt, I think, right? And you get here and you kind of get to know somebody. And when you get to know somebody, you realize you're a lot more alike than you are different. I mean, I might be a little darker, I have a feeling, and you probably have more hair. But, we're a lot more alike than we are different. You find that after you hang out with people for just a short amount of time, One person that I know I'm not alike is Drew, because I was joking to him that I said, how's it feel to be back here in the stadium? He's like, what do you mean? I said, I remember when you used to play on the field right here, man, blew your knee out 1 year into the pros. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, we got to have a story, Drew. I said, we got to have a story if we're going to do the podcast. He's like, all right. And so he was standing out here looking out the window earlier, and I was like, man, you were the Bo Jackson of your time. You could have been hitting balls over the fence over here or been here running in the end zone. He was like, man, he's like, you're lighting me up. So, let's talk about while you're here, because I know Tristan dragged you, right?
No, it's pretty interesting. I'm actually into electrician. That's my.
Really?
I got a little. Yeah.
You're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's shocking.
All right, so with it started off with meeting Brian. The first time I met Brian was Trish. She comes home, she's like, babe, I know I'm good, but I met this guy that's really good. She's like, wait till you meet him. So this is, I guess, I'm a Buccaneer fan. Sorry, guys, but I'm a Buccaneer fan. We were going to a Buccaneers-Miami game, and we are the team, the company she was working for at the time, we all were going to the game. And we pulled up to go pick up Brian at the time. And I'm thinking it's just a regular game. Like, we're going to go see the game. We're all going to enjoy, like we're doing now, enjoy having a good time, meeting each other, networking. Brian comes running out the house. He's running. He has his trifold, his poster board and everything. He puts that in. He's like, wait, I got something else. He forgot something. He runs back into the house to go grab more stuff. I look at Trish. I'm like, you are serious. This dude is nonstop. He's, you know what I mean? He's just going, right? He's coming, we get there, and he's presenting everything. He's telling us his plan, his mission, what he got in the plan. I'm like, hey, this dude's nonstop. He's serious. We get there, and that's what he's doing. He's doing his thing. So it makes sense now, coming back full circle, that now we moved from the state of Florida all the way to North Carolina so she can be a part of Brian's journey and our family be a part of Brian's journey. It makes even more sense that I'm here to continue my journey and be a contractor, electrical contractor, because this wasn't just his dream, but it was also our dream.
Yeah.
And he's helping us get to where we at now, or where I'm at now. So that's why I'm here.
Isn't that crazy, man? How
It's crazy,
a lot of that, a lot of it works out and comes full circle.
Yeah.
But then also, you're here with a bunch of asphalt guys. But how much of that stuff crosses right over into what you do. Well, you know, as Daniel referred to, we're talking about becoming better people in general,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's what it's about. It's crazy, isn't it?
Right, and it's not just about the business aspect of it. It's like So when I got here, the first retreat, we all hugged and shook hands and talked and met. We met each other. We understood each other's story and we connected. Now back here the second time, walked in, I felt like I knew everyone here forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's nothing. There's no other feeling
Dude,
like that. You know what
I
I mean?
feel like I know you, man.
So
I watch you on ESPN for
Even when
years,
y'all-
bro. I feel like I know you.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Cisco, let's man, why are you here?
What?
Why are you here?
Why am I here? I don't know. I'm just so I don't get fined.
I got you. I got you.
No, I'm here because, initially I wanted to streamline and scale my company. I wanted to grow. I felt like in my area there was nobody talking about our secrets in the business, our tricks of the trade. Everybody's against each other.
Yeah.
And this is a community where everybody shares their business, their personal business and their business. So it was really nice to walk in here into Brian's organization and start learning. And then once I got in here, I saw that everyone is from all walks of life. It's not just, super rich people. It's not, it's all over the place, so, and I love it. And you see all these companies that start out small and I've only been involved 8 months and I'm seeing so much growth with these companies that people I met 6 months ago, and they're streamlining and scaling their company.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? I had a guy message me a while back, and he was asking about TCS, and I messaged Brian, and I was like, "Yo, Brian, this guy, hit me up about TCS," and I sent him like the first part of the chat, and the guy asked, "Would you recommend it or why?" And then that's all I sent him. I didn't send Brian my response, and Brian was like, "I'm curious to how you responded to that," and then I was like, "Damn, dude. I don't think Brian believes that I believe in TCS." So then I literally called him, right? I sent him the response. I seen he read it. I kind of felt like I was dating somebody. He left me on red, and I was like, I wonder what he's thinking right now, So then I just called him. I was like, what, what's up? And he's like, no, I just was curious about, what your response would be. He's like, for you to get asked about TCS, and how you would respond to somebody that responded to it. And I said pretty much the same thing you said. I said, literally us being here around each other once you understand it and experience it, it's enough of a selling point for me. Like everything else, our tactics, our sales, our papers, everything else, that's the bonus.
Well, it's a culture shock.
It is. It's
awesome.
culture shock. You're right. You nailed it. When we talk about, what we've learned here, right, during this time we've had here, there's been a lot to take in. To hint to Daniel's point, we're wrapped up in our businesses. We all know that. It's not like we get to leave and shut the switch off. Right, Lenny? Yeah. So, we don't get to. It would be great, but I can't.
Right.
So then, like Daniel was saying, you improving as a person also improves your business. Yeah. And here, we do all our business stuff. We talk about business at dinner. We do all of our things, ask questions, everything. But also, we had a great conversation last night at my dinner table about personal growth and personal happiness and personal success in your life and how that's all different. So when we talk about different, like you were saying, we got people that are super successful, right? But with us five guys here, me and you four, we do different businesses. Especially, I know I don't do electrician, you know what I mean? Man, I'm gonna call somebody, believe me. I already don't have hair. What I do have, I wanna keep on, man. So, we have all different sizes, but yet, universally, everything spoke to us here, right? And Jake and I, we seal coat, do some infrared patching. I try to stripe very well. Sometimes it's okay. And meanwhile, we're having dinner with guys that we know, 8-figure paving companies, everything else. You get in a conversation, and we will say the exact same stuff about what's important and what we're trying to do. We're never not learning. So I want to pick your guys' brain on that. What's one takeaway that you've had here that's a general takeaway of how you felt? You know, like for me, you know, when I was talking with somebody here this morning, and it was realignment. You know, and for me, in the summer, I get so out of whack, so crazy that in the winter, when we do our shows and I get to meet everybody, I feel realigned. I come out in the spring, I'm ready to rock and roll. You get me midsummer, the office is papers everywhere, the trucks and everything have sealer all over them. I'm out of whack. This really helped me with realignment. I'm excited to go back and do our thing and push hard the second half of the season. What about you, Jake? What do you think? What's the biggest takeaway?
So over the past couple months has been, just kind of real grueling.
Yeah.
I got into that state where it's kind of like, I just kind of want to sell this and quit. So I've kind of been in that state for a while. And what I've realized coming here is I feel supported again and excited to get back to it and, kill it. But it's just having that support of this group. You feel like there's people behind you, people with answers that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So I feel rejuvenated and ready to get back at it and excited about it again.
Dude, we've heard consistency a lot since we've been here, right? I think the part of the success of this right here is consistency. Brian just hit his 500th episode, and I called him and congratulated him. I was like, dude, it has nothing more to do than consistency. Every day he shows up, does his thing, and here we are. Daniel, you've been pondering. I can tell by the look on your face. You thought about it as soon as I asked the question. Didn't hear anything Jake said, Harley. You got a really good answer coming for this one. I know you have. You've been cooking it up in there.
Yeah, it's been stewing. So, relationships. Actually, that's it. So, I'll tell you a quick story. Thursday, midday, I had seen Judd around. I had seen him, on social.
Yeah.
But he came in the hotel, and, we introduced and hugged, and we were talking. And he started taking videos. I was like, that's a cool video. Why don't you take me out of the ignore box in your Instagram and you can tag me on it? So he went in and hit some buttons and he was like, this is my dude, Daniel Gooden. He's been tagged.
There you go.
No, but relationships, man. I've had great conversations since I've been here this week. I had some really intense conversations with Judd this week.
Yeah. It must have been popular this week, Judd.
The conversations really aligned.
Yeah.
And we really resonated with each other.
Yeah.
And I hope that you feel the same. I'm assuming you did, means when you got here this morning, you have my name on your chest. So I guess I must have made the cut.
The tattoo?
A tattoo?
He's got good on his chest, so I must have made the cut.
Oh, I thought you meant the upper one. My bad. Yeah, that's my problem. No, you're totally right, man. You're totally right. What kind of feeling is that, Daniel, knowing that if we leave here, we can call or text anybody we see sitting out here?
It's amazing the fact that you can reach out.
Yeah.
And, we're all getting ready to go back to our families and our businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And although I feel like we're empowered, you're empowered, you're ready to go. Man, it's sad to leave this group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad. I'll drive home and I'll be like, wow.
Yeah.
When am I going to talk to Marvin again?
Mm-hmm.
When's the next time that,
Yeah.
Mr. Calloway is going to call me and tell me he loves me?
Yeah.
Because although that's great, it's nothing like seeing him and getting that hug.
Yeah. We go out in this world and it's totally unsafe. And you feel like you're scrambling to stay safe all on your own. You get here, man, you can cut back a little bit. You're safe. And that's, the fact that we can call anybody and everybody makes you feel safe. It's great to be able to call them, but man, when you're by them, you feel a lot safer. You know what I mean? Because you can say or do anything.
Absolutely.
Cool. Drew, well, you got big takeaway. I know it feels so good to be back in the stadium. You won so many games in. Bringing back those highlight reels. You got to do the Heisman post.
I will.
Yeah, I remember when you almost won it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone in this building have their own challenges and struggles and everything. And I was talking to a senior this morning as we were walking. I feel like my entire life has been an uphill battle, uphill struggle and challenges. Trish knows. She has to hear about it. I laugh about a lot of it so I don't break down because it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard, yeah.
So stuff like this, I look at it as a blessing. The first time we met up, Marco Island, everything to me was surreal because I'm like, these folks are real.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. I look at this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shaking a little bit because it's still surreal for me. With the drive that everyone has here, the drive of Brian and just everyone's energy of trying to keep their company and trying to push their company, and then Brian always telling me, dude, you're ready. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And he's instilling more confidence in myself than I know I should have, and I try to get, you know, my wife's like, you got it. But just coming here and being around you, it's a blessing, and I want to thank you all for that's why when I leave here, I'm trying to get all your numbers so we can stay in touch with each other. And just like you said, I don't want to leave here and feel like I'm leaving my family behind, because I have your numbers and I can reach out to you for anything whenever. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to get this feeling and just walk away from it.
It is.
But when you get this right here, you hold on to it as long as possible, because not only am I going to be able to reach out to you, but hopefully my kids will be able to reach out to your kids. And it's just
how it is. How fast did it go? Ryan told us Friday night that it's going to go fast. How fast did it go?
It's like a blur.
Yeah, it is.
It probably went as fast as my wedding did. You know, like just the wedding night. You know, it's just a blur. Well, but that means that just shows you how good that was and how great it's still going. You know what I mean, right, man? It's, you know, so so that's the same thing that's happening here.
It goes fast.
It just goes fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a 4.440 like you ran at the combine, but it's fast.
4.3.
Oh, 4.3. My bad. Sorry about that. I'll look that up later.
Get it right.
Get it right.
Yeah. Cisco, you got to 4.040.
I'm like a 5.0. Slow.
I gotcha.
No, what I'm taking away is I'm going to touch on what they've said. The people here are real.
Yeah.
And being that they're in our industry, or most are in the asphalt paving industry, it's just you're able to share your stories, their stories with each other. You know, we can bond. And I'm like what you would call a low maintenance friend.
Yeah.
In my hometown, right? Like I don't call anybody. I'm always grinding.
Yeah.
And being here, I think someone said it last time in Marco Island. They said we're closer to people that we see twice a year than we are to our own friends and family at home.
Yeah.
And it's true for me, because I'm always on the grind. If it's not about my initial family, my immediate family, it's just work. So this is beautiful to come here and have friends and talk about like-minded stuff. We're all in the same. We're on the same gear. So it's really nice. The relationships, back to what Daniel was saying, the relationships, it goes hand in hand with that, you know?
Yeah. I think being understood accelerates everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's not really an icebreaker. There's not really a buffer where it takes 3 days to get to know somebody. When you kind of talk about what you do and somebody's like, oh, yeah, I understand that. Oh, you got kids? Yeah. Oh, I had an issue. Somebody passed this last year. And, oh, yeah, I did too. It accelerates everything to where you're like I'm saying, we're a lot more alike than we are different. And if it's us right here, realize we're a lot more alike than we are different. And there's hundreds of millions of people in America. Chances are, if they were able to do something where they had conversations like we had, where you would sit down and talk to somebody and it didn't matter.
Change the world.
It would change the world. It would absolutely change the world. And in a world where it seems to be changing all the other way, you know, like you said, that's why I want to stay here, is because this is how it's supposed to be. It absolutely is how humans are supposed to interact with each other. So when we're done with this and it's aired and it's on Blacktop Banter, on all the podcast outlets, on YouTube and stuff, more than likely, what tends to happen is people start liking the guest pages and all that stuff. Where can people find you guys at, whether it's your website or on Facebook or Instagram or whatever? We'll start with Jake. Where can people find you at?
Instagram is Abernathy Jake.
You have a great picture.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's
Old
professional.
fraternity picture.
It's what?
Old fraternity picture.
Yeah, I like it.
Facebook is Jake Abernathy, or I guess our website is drasphaltllc.com.
Yeah. DRMD.
Dr. Asphalt MD,
Yeah.
Milling Division. Coming soon.
Coming soon. We got you. Daniel?
So yeah, you can find me on the gram.
Okay.
That's Daniel C.
I'll look at
Good.
anything Judd posts
That's
and you
Daniel
got
C.
tagged.
Good without an E.
Yeah. Good without an E. I got you.
So, or our organization is acountrycontractors.com.
Cool. My main man.
Nothing really big or attractive right now.
Yeah, I know. I go to Trish's page to see what you're up to.
Yeah. So yeah, you can. I'm on Gram and
Yeah.
Facebook. Andrew Lamy. Yeah, you can go to Trisha's page if you can't find mine.
Yeah.
She's all over on Facebook. So yeah.
Cool, man.
Cisco period Barron on Instagram. abc.asphalt.inc on Instagram as well.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you colluded with me on this panel here today.
I finally made it happen.
You made it happen, man. I knew you finally would. All right. That's it, fellas. I really appreciate y'all being here. Once again, I appreciate the opportunity for us to be able to do this. To be able to do this here at Heinz is surreal, unbelievable, and, I would love to have everybody on individually here at some point. We'll get into everybody's story a little depth. Jake said he's coming to do it live from Lone Rock soon, very soon.
Nice.
Finally, you said it's only an hour away. Finally, dude. Yeah, that's true. Well,
Thanks for having us.
Take the jet. Yeah, no worries. So for us, go ahead. Let him have it. All right. Fellas, I appreciate you letting me ask you all kinds of questions, everything under the sun. I know some of it was
Unscripted.
unscripted.
All of it.
All of it.
Don't seem like it, does it?
Nah.
Somebody's good at what they do. I'm not going to point your fingers, but somebody's good at what they do. So for all of us up here and everybody out there, of course, as always, we want you to seal it, pave it, stripe it, and kill it. Peace, guys.
Thank you. I told you to tap me during when I get long.